All right, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so today I'm eating leftover barbecue, the food that I had got from my family's picnic. Okay, so if you're new to your channel, please subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, subscribe. Even if you aren't, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get notifications the next time I post a video. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us because we do like to hear from you. I'm gonna say grace and get started. Definitely, Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive for nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. I don't know if I'm supposed to close up or not because it ain't cute, but it's about to be good, okay? Wow, brat. I'm so hungry. I got brat. I got honey mustard chicken, a little bit of ribs, okay? With barely anything in there. Crumbs. Meatball, chicken, the pasta salad I made. That wasn't the cooker, I was just want some. And then mac and cheese, and it got a little pico in there. Because I had put it next to the pico that my dad had made. But listen, first of all, everything was slapping. Everything was so good. Like, this chicken's so dang on moist. Like, it's ridiculous. Chicken moist. I talked about it in another video, but my dad made some ribs. These ribs was falling off the bone. The bones were coming out clean. I'm laughing because I be wanting to take me a little plate, but that's it. I don't want to take nothing. I don't be want to take nothing I brought. And so I be in charge of making, like, grilling the brats and hot dogs, but I always, y'all know I'm gonna overdo it, especially being it's a family picnic, so it's gonna be a lot of people there. But every familiar group bring food in too, so I don't know. People just be forgetting. I don't know. People don't even be looking at the other plates or whatever. There's certain people that'll go around and get food from everybody, but for the most part, I mean, we mingling with everybody, but just eat the food that you brought. And I don't know if it had always been like this, but I don't know why we didn't always share. But in recent years, we started making it so that it's potluck style, so everybody can, you know, you're free to eat everything, you know. Now, my dad was funny because he would meme up people who would come and eat the food that he brought, but his main thing was that he just wanted to make sure that we ate, and if we ate, then he cool, you know what I'm saying? But, and maybe it was that, but also I think people would come and not bring anything, and he just wanted, like, to make sure that everybody was contributing for everything, you know? Everybody would contribute to something. Me, I don't bring something. I don't care what it is. Bring some chips, something to eat on. Some for us the plasticware, because you know it's gonna be people that's what people bring. Okay, they gonna bring paper plates, cups, napkins, whatever. We need that type of stuff, so that's fine. And not to say that you have to do that in order to be able to eat anything, because I don't think that that's the thing either. But I'm sure it was people that was like notorious for not bringing anything but eating up everything. And my daddy ain't like that. He ain't like that. But he has gotten better. It's fine, okay? And so, I mean, people tore up the pan of ribs. Wasn't barely no ribs. The chicken was really outgone for real. People was tearing up the meatballs. His pasta salad is a favorite. Banana pudding is a favorite. His cakes are good. My dad, that is. This mac and cheese I got from one of my great aunts. I saw one of my familial favorite couples. I have quite a couple of my like favorite couples in my family, like people that just let they're really down for each other. They really love each other. They've been together for a minute. Been together for as long as I can remember. One of them watches my videos, so shout out to Uncle Dwayne and Uncle Irene. They've been married for like 30-something years, I think. And then my Uncle Sam and my Aunt Sandra, like I just love they such a smooth couple. I love them so much. Like I love Aunt Sandra. I used to braid her hair. She was one of my clients when I used to braid hair all the time when I was younger. She would come faithfully like every couple weeks. I appreciate her support my business. And Uncle Sam, they both can cook. I don't know. Uncle Sam definitely could cook. Like he be now I ain't really trying to eat them normally, but he had made some chitlins with some hog maws one time. Why to say hog maws like that? I don't know, but he made them, and I'm not making a habit of it, but they wasn't too bad. And he said he mixed them with the hog maws so that, I don't know, for flavor purposes, but it was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a minute. He's still, rolling around, still in his right mind and everything, so it was good to see him. Of course, Aunt Sandra. And I just love, like, when they, like, every time I just remember, like, being at any type of family events while I'm dancing like this, I'm about to talk about them dancing. But at any family event, not just a picnic, but when you see them dancing, they just so smooth, they just be doing a little two-step, and when I tell you, he loved him some Aunt Sandra. Loves her, okay? I don't really remember what happened, but I do remember one time. I mean, they've been together for as long as I remember. There was a little stint, I think, when they wasn't. I don't really know what the T is, but it broke my little heart because I was just like, no, you know what I'm saying? They meant to be together, but they got back. You know what I'm saying? So they cool. Been together ever since. And what he called me. He called me about something. He had a joke or something. And he just randomly called me. And then Dad threw him a birthday party. Was it 70? I don't know. They threw him a birthday party like probably about 10 years ago. 10 years ago-ish. And it was cool. We was at his birthday party, but was it on my birthday? It was around my birthday. Our birthdays are close. His birthday is in February too. And he gave me money on his birthday. I said, okay, well, thank you. He used to drive the bus, like the local like bus for Cleveland or whatever. And he was telling me about how, you know what I'm saying, he had been through some stuff. And maybe it was around time when one of them bus drivers got spit on for like during COVID or something like that. And he was basically saying, you know, he like some similar disrespectful stuff had happened to him during his time, you know, working for the RTA, Rita, is what we call it. Well, the matriarch of our family, and then my favorite couple too, is like so Uncle Benny and Aunt Judy. Aunt Judy is melanin recessive. She was the first like I feel like the first, well, that I knew of anyway, first melanin recessive like family member or whatever. I'm laughing because my cousin's wife. It's awful. Y'all seen my little cousins on channel before. Their mom, she's melanin recessive, and so my cousin. So man, like there's like at least three melanin recessive wives, and of course they know one another because they know who he was. And my cousin was like, and he said that he was like, you know, well, I think I forget what maybe he one of Uncle Benny's sons, I think. And so his wife or whatever, and I think that might like last year or maybe one of the recent years, that was my cousin's wife's first time meeting her, but they became buddies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They can relate. And so and my cousin, basically I'm just laughing because he made comment that fact that, you know, they gotta stick together because they the only ones. It's only so stupid. He's so stupid. But no, because his brother also just married. He just married a young lady, very nice young lady. So I went to their wedding earlier this year. And I thought that they said I think their son live in Columbus now? Uncle Benny and Aunt Judy, but Aunt Judy had 2 kids prior to marrying Uncle Benny. Uncle Benny is the oldest. Like y'all, I'm talking to y'all like y'all know who he is. But anywho, he's the oldest member of our family. And like living member of our family. And he's my great uncle. But yeah, so she had 2 kids before she married Uncle Benny. Nice straight man on recessive. I'm gonna have to ask them how they met. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear the little story, the love story. But they cool too. Like fast as long as I can remember, they've been together. Was I at their wedding? I feel like for whatever reason I can imagine, or I think I was at their wedding. I think I was like that. Another couple, which my uncle passed away, but Uncle Charles and Maxine, she is gorgeous. She is fine. Okay, she's a hottie, and even at older, like as she's gotten older, I haven't seen her in years. I just asked somebody like where she, like maybe like where she is. I don't think she's not in like Ohio, but like has anybody like talked to her? You know what I'm saying? Like, but they were just a good looking couple. Like Uncle Charles, he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? Maxine, she was a cutie, or she is a cutie. So, well, these are just people that just have been, they done been together for a long time. Uncle Dwayne, Aunt Noreen, they a good looking couple. They just, you know, they just tight. They really love each other. They had a real, you know, good, solid thing. You know what I'm saying? They've been together for a long time. Definitely an example and pillar of, you know what I'm saying, what real, you know what I'm saying, real love, you know what I'm saying, and love like through thick and thin, for real. But anywho, it was good to see family. Like I was telling Gavin, so he was excited to see his cousins. Like, I mean, we all, like, we try to get together here for the like in Columbus or whatever, but man, they was too excited to see each other when we got to the picnic. Like, and like in true fashion, that's how it used to be when we was younger, man. Like, you saw your cousins throughout the year, sometimes like at different family events or whatever, or just like in random, like may have seen your cousins, but you knew you were gonna see your cousins when you went to the family picnic. And it was just so much fun. We like, we was talking about how, because Gavin tried, I should never mention it, because then Gavin was trying to get us to go on a hike, which I wasn't trying to do. I wasn't even dressed appropriately. I didn't have the appropriate shoes or nothing. But that's because I don't plan on doing that. But we used to go like on hikes or whatever in the woods, in the forest of the park, like a metro park, and like I don't know how we made it back to the picnic area, because we wasn't following no map. We was following vibes. It was just vibes, okay? And we went with my sister, aunt, and some of our older cousins or whatever, and we was just all up and through them. All up and through the forest. I don't know how we made it back, but we did. Every time we made it back. Sometimes we got real dirty, but that was like the highlight of the picnic, for real, going on a hike, us as kids, and then obviously seeing your cousins that you may or may not have seen throughout the year. One of my favorite cousins, like, rest in peace, he passed away from colon cancer like a couple, like maybe like 5-ish years ago or whatever. But I just loved hanging out with him. Like, he was so funny to me, like so funny. But him and his siblings, those are some of my like favorite cousins. Like but we always was always at the picnic or whatever. Like, but I'm sad we didn't really get to hang out much as adults. Like, we kind of all probably dispersed. You know, you get older, you're doing your own thing or whatever. Probably moved out of the city, out of the state or whatever. And so you only really, you know, get to see him on Facebook and stuff like that. So, and you know, but also, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Having picnic is just fun. It was good. It was a good turnout. It was the best turnout we had in a couple years. Definitely the last 3 years. Okay, so we didn't have it 2020, obviously, because of COVID. But I think we've had it every year since then, I think. Or I don't know. Maybe we didn't have it 2021 either. I will have to check. But we definitely had it 2022 and 2023. Well, this is 2023. Okay, so I think we did have the last couple of years. We just didn't have it during COVID. And like last year was probably the saddest year I've ever seen. Like, it just was not, it was not a good turnout. Like, it was maybe like 3 familial groups, and that was it. And that's not a lot of people. We have a lot of people in our family. And even still, I mean, even though this year it wasn't the biggest turnout we've had, like, I mean, we used to be packed up in them shelters for real. And we used to have it at a different shelter. We used to have it like kind of closer to Akron, but they changed it one year to move to be in Cleveland or whatever. And me and Daddy was talking about it, and it was because like everybody didn't always have transportation to get that far. But when we have it in Cleveland, people don't be coming either. So, and I think I personally liked Breaksville better, but I wonder if you could reserve stuff like you could at Euclid Creek or whatever. But in any event. Yeah, so it was a good turnout, but it was a good turnout. I had a good time. I always have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time at the picnic, okay? So anywho, y'all see the vlog before y'all see this video, but yeah. So on that note, because obviously y'all know I'm gonna start rambling at this point. So but I'm so good. I'm so glad I ate because I was so hungry. And then okay, this is about to be, I'm gonna be done after this, but then, to see my kids now experiencing and, the same thing that I did, like now they're like, growing up, going to the picnic and stuff like that. And like again, just seeing Gavin, like being excited to see his cousins and hanging out. And the fact that once his cousin got there, I did not see or hear from him until almost until it was time to go. Like, yeah, typical picnic behavior. You hear me? Also, I meant to say, did I say something about this pico? My dad had made this this one, I should have transferred it to the other one because this one got a hole in it. My dad had made this pico, and when I tell you this pico so dang on good, and he had these jalapeno scoops, like Frito scoops, to eat with it. So good. Oh, the pico was what had my mouth burning. I thought I had pico and that roasted red pepper hummus that Dad had made, and I was like, between one of these, I'm got my mouth burning. I also said that leave it up to Daddy to make hummus spicy. Because he gonna add some spice in it. I don't know. I really don't know how he be getting his baked beans that spicy, because I don't feel like he be using like a whole, maybe he do put, I don't know that he even put, I don't even know if he put jalapenos in the baked beans. But people love it though. And the banana pudding, my dad make banana pudding every year. It's on point. Like, it was on point. I still got banana pudding to make, but I'm gonna make it. Okay. What else? I think that's all I got, because again, I'm about to start rambling. So on that note, I'm peace out on y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook, interact with us, because we do like to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel. Go and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. And we'll see you in the next one.